What's up, guys? This is the Axiom Verge Multiverse Edition. This is the physical version of Axiom Verge that just came out today. It's out on the Nintendo Switch, the Vita, I believe, which is interesting, and the PS4. Now, this is the version that costs $40. I already took the plastic off, and this actually was just a sleeve for what I assume to be just on-the-shelf promotion. So, like when you flip it over and stuff, if you're on the shelf or if you're at the store looking at it. And this just kind of goes over everything that's in there, which I'll leave here just so I can make sure I get everything and I can read it off to you guys. But I really wanted to get this because I like the physical versions of the games, and I really like Axiom Verge is an awesome game. If you've never played it, completely worth the money. So let's pop this guy open and check it out. It actually comes with quite a bit of stuff. And there was one thing I wanted to show you guys because it actually makes me feel even better about my purchase, to be honest. And I want you to take note of the publisher, Badland. Keep note of that publisher while we open this up because there's something pretty cool in here that I think you guys might like. So let's pop this guy open, and first thing you get is well, there's an original soundtrack that comes with it. So you have a full soundtrack. Looks like it has 18 tracks from top to bottom, starting with the Axiom and finishing off at the Primordial Shores. Pretty cool. Looks like it's just on a CD. I guess you can listen to it in your car, or maybe you want to rip it to iTunes. There's a full art of Axiom Verge, which we're going to go through a little bit here, it's pretty cool though. It's a full art book, goes through all the different enemies and concept art. Overall, it's a pretty cool piece for collectors, of course. Then we have a full poster, which actually looks like a whole map too. So it's the whole map, and then it's like a little poster, I guess you can hang up there too. I do like the map, though. That would make this a million times easier, especially because it has key points here, so it tells you where a lot of stuff is. This is there's all your weapons, is a very Metroid-like game. So if you enjoy the Metroid-style games, like Metroidvania, this is your game right here. This is basically a love letter for Metroid fans. Now, of course, we have the game, which we're going to open up. Physical copy of the game. And then we have, here we go, I don't want to drop that guy out, it's not wrapped. Should be everything else that's in there. Yes. Box, by the way, looks really cool. I like that they made this like a little leaflet part, because then this box looks very clean. It's like all black and it has the design on the front. And I assume that way it's not really marked up with Switch, PS4, or any other version. So it looks like a very nice looking box there. I think that's just the cardboard insert floating around. This is the making of documentary. I believe it's 5 hours of stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, here it is. There's the Axiom Verge documentary, which is 25 minutes. Tom Happ interview. Keep note of Tom Happ. That's also very important for what we're going to look at here in a second. Tom Happ and Dan Edelman, they actually play Axiom Verge in a speed run with commentary. They do that in 37 minutes. That's pretty good. This is actually on a Blu-ray. So this is on a full Blu-ray. So you can pop that into your PS4, your Xbox One, or your Blu-ray player and watch it. So let's pop open the game. There's something I saw online that was pretty cool too that we'll take a quick look at on the game itself. It actually has really neat looking reverse cover art that I think you guys will like. Let's pop this open. I'll have to see if it's the same reverse cover art on the PS4 version or Vita version. Actually, I guess it'd be PS4. You'll have to let me know, guys. No manual, a little disappointing, but obviously all those stuff we get. But you can already see, there's a cartridge, you can already see the reverse cover art. It's a little tribute to Super Mario. Isn't that cool? It's done like, has like the full like first screen from Mario. Where you have like the mushroom and everything. Oh, that was really cool to see that. So you can flip that around because it still has Axiom Verge on the bottom if you want, or you can leave it kind of like this. I'm actually going to leave it like this. But I thought that was really cool to see. And then we're going to get to that art book because there's a passage at the end that, again, is kind of a uplifting news. We've had a lot of like, obviously frustrating news in the, or frustrating information in the news and everything that we've heard about. But I want to show you guys the passage at the end here. And I'm going to have a hard time pronouncing some of it because some of it's, what is it? I guess it'd be like medical terms that I don't really know how to pronounce very well. So this is the last page, as you can see, next to this here. But it's on the last page here after you flip all the way through your art book. This is actually a passage made by Tom Happ, and it actually goes over something very interesting. I'm going to read it to you guys, and again, I'm sorry if I mispronounce any of the information here, because if I do, that's I don't know how to pronounce the disease or anything. I would also like to thank Badland Games for their incredible work and generosity. One thing they didn't want to overly publicize is how they are donating an astounding 75% of their profits from the publishing of all Axiom Verge console retail editions to my 2-year-old son, Alistair's Special Needs Trust, dedicated entirely to his health care and welfare. Early in life, Alistair had a severe case of jaundice, which left him with a form of motor impairment called, again, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this, kernicterus. This trust will help ensure that he will afford care long after we are gone, in addition to the normal portion of profits that go to Thomas Happ Games, which it's fair to say Alistair is getting the lion's share of that. If you'd like to find other ways to help support my family, I strongly urge you to donate to the research fund, and they have the link here. So Badland Games, interestingly, decided to take their profits, and rather than keep them like you'd expect a company, publisher, or corporation or anything, they decided to donate 75% of them to a fund for Tom Happ's son that has special needs and issues and everything. So it's actually really cool. Again, in a world where we have terrible news about publishers and we see them as evil corporations, it's kind of neat to see one do something like that, and they didn't even want it publicized. He had to actually print it at the back of his book. They didn't release a press release or anything. It was kind of just left up to Tom Happ if he wanted to tell people or not, and he decided to do that. So overall, though, Axiom Verge, worth the money. I think this special edition is pretty cool. Comes with actually a fair amount of stuff for entertainment. So overall, I like what I ended up getting here, and I recommend at least buying Axiom Verge because the game itself is good, and it's good to know that you get a nice little feel-good story with it too. But thanks guys for watching. This is Axiom Verge on Nintendo Switch. It's on the PS4, also on the Vita. This is the Multiverse Edition that is available in stores. I had a hard time finding it. I went to Walmart, they didn't have it. Had to go to GameStop to get it. They had one left. So you may want to call around if you want it before you head up there because they may not have any more in stock. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.